Rounds of strong and severe thunderstorms swept through parts of Kentucky earlier tonight. Now it's beginning to wind down, but we will still track some showers past midnight and into the early morning. We'll take a closer look for you.
We were in Danville as the strong storms passed through. We'll show you all the rain and hail coming up.
And several students in central Kentucky spent the morning making sure their families are safe after an earthquake in Nepal.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Some strong storms are making their way through the bluegrass. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Viewer video from Mercer County shows the storms bringing with them heavy rain, strong winds, and large hail. That's why tonight is a First Alert Severe Weather Day here at WKYT, and why we begin with meteorologist Jim Caldwell tracking severe weather on the First Alert Defender.
And we still are tracking severe weather across the southern and eastern parts of Kentucky out there tonight. Another severe thunderstorm warning issued for folks in Bell, Harlan, Knox, Laurel, Leslie, Whitley counties, covering about 76,000 people and a half, really, in the entire warned area. And you see the outline of that warning right there showing up, now sweeping through the city of Williamsburg and getting a little reshaping to that as well, because most of that warning on the backside, it's already cleared those areas. So you're looking at right around the Corbin area, into Knox County as well, there right through the city of Barberville and down into Bell County. All of it covered up here with that severe thunderstorm up until around midnight. Hail, a good possibility. Winds 50 to 60 miles per hour, probably closer to that 60 mile per hour range. Not a lot of lightning with this thunderstorm, at least at the moment, but we've certainly seen plenty of those sweeping through the area. Right now on the broad view of Defender, it's much, much calmer than what it was just a few hours ago. We were on the air for quite a while tracking some of these thunderstorms, clearing up to a certain degree here in Lexington. General light rain now falling here, not the heavy stuff that we've seen earlier on today, and even across parts of central Kentucky as a whole, all of it starting to clear up quite a bit. We go back into eastern Kentucky and to Perry and Knott counties, a warning getting ready to die out for the folks there in Letcher County. So still tracking those thunderstorms through the area. But the rain is on its way out, and we will track it out of here hour by hour. Coming up in just a few minutes, Kristen.
Jim, we are tracking those storms across the Commonwealth tonight. Our crews are seeing heavy rain and even hail in Boyle County. WKYT's Garrett Weimer spoke with people out there, hoping the worst of the storms has passed. He has our top story at 11.
It's called the calm before the storm for a reason. With the clouds moving quickly, it didn't take long for a nice afternoon in downtown Danville to turn dark as storms blew in.
It was sunshine at one point, and then it turned real gray, real dark, and then it started hailing. And like the clouds looked like they were swirling over here for a while. It was interesting.
And as the strong stuff came through, it brought heavy rain, lightning, strong winds, and hail.
And when the Weather Service in Louisville sees those echo clouds and those echoes in the clouds that does denote rotation, they don't hesitate to issue a warning.
The storm seemed to come in waves here in Boyle County. It would rain, then it would hail, then amazingly it would clear up, all before the cycle would start all over again, even stronger than before. But by 9 o'clock, the rain seemed to be fairly constant.
Just kind of sitting at the counter, distracting myself, and as soon as I look out, it was like gray and normal looking, but a little, melancholy. And then 10 minutes later, there's hail, and it's like making this like clicking sound on top of the windows. And I go outside and I get clunked in the head with one. I like the weather personally, but it's kind of hectic out there.
In Boyle County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The director of emergency management in Boyle County says they'll monitor the storms in the area all night. Many parts of the state are dealing with hail, and a lot of people are sending in their hail photos. This one is from Ashley Bales Pointer in Rockcastle County, where the hail shattered the back window of her car. And take a look at this hail in Madison County. Tracy Carr Young sent this to us from Big Hill. And in some areas, the hail is just covering people's backyards. This is a hail picture from Berea that Angie Carl Alexander sent us. If you have pictures of the storm, you can post them on our Facebook page. And for the latest on the storms and all weather coverage, including a look at what the First Alert Defender is picking up in the skies, just go to WKYT.com. More than 1,800 people are dead after a powerful earthquake rocked Nepal. It's the largest quake to hit the country in more than 80 years. Hannah Daniels has a story on the search for survivors.
The devastating earthquake leveled buildings and flattened the capital city of Kathmandu's historic center. Witnesses describe a scene of chaos and panic as hundreds scrambled onto the streets to get away from the buildings collapsing around them. The relentless tremors are making many afraid to go back inside. The quake toppled temples that have stood for centuries. A 19th century landmark in Kathmandu, the 9-story Dharahara Tower has been reduced to rubble. People searched for survivors trapped underneath the popular tourist site.
We feel not too unhappy because we were in the middle of the square. But then when we come back here, we feel less happy.
Hospitals in the city are so crowded that the injured are being treated in the open. Many are children. Tens of thousands of people will be spending the night on the streets. The Nepalese government is appealing for foreign aid that is starting to come in from around the world. The United States is sending a disaster response team and has pledged an initial $1 million in humanitarian aid. In New York, Hannah Daniels for CBS News.
The earthquake shook a wide section of northern India and Tibet, triggering avalanches in the Himalayas that killed at least 10 people on Mount Everest. News of the earthquake left some central Kentucky students very worried for their families. Several spent the day trying to contact family members who live in the areas the Nepal earthquake destroyed. UK student Arpan Dixit has family in Nepal, and he was relieved to learn they were okay.
Immediately when I woke up and my dad told me, I just immediately thought of my mom and wanted to call her, hoping she would pick up, but she eventually did, and she was fine.
Dixit's family is worried about aftershocks causing additional damage. We are tracking an early morning shooting at a Lexington club. Police say 2 people were injured around 2:30 this morning at Camelot East off Richmond Road. They treated one of the gunshot victims who had minor injuries at the scene. The other, we're told, went to the hospital with serious injuries and is expected to be okay.
The case will be turned over to investigators who will compile all the notes that we have and all the interviews. Probably do some follow-up interviews, compare the physical evidence, and certainly use their resources to try to determine the involved parties.
So far, police haven't arrested anyone. Today, friends and family of a firefighter injured in a wreck raised money for his recovery. Jason Campbell suffered a brain injury in an ATV wreck last August. Today, people in Madison County held an auction for him. Local businesses donated items, and family members say they are overwhelmed by the outpouring of support.
It's just amazing. It's just wonderful. It just warms your heart to think about that. It's so good. It's so good. You know, with all the things that are going on in the world today, it's wonderful just to see how people really do care about people.
The family will hold another auction for Campbell next weekend. For information, visit our website, WKYT.com. Are just a week away from the Kentucky Derby now, and another Kentucky Derby Festival Marathon and Mini Marathon are in the books. Runners hit the pavement this morning in Louisville. Competitors from across the U.S. and from 9 other countries participated.
I have not really trained. It's just to come out here for the excitement and be a part of this event and just enjoy the crowd and be a part of the Derby Festival, really.
Proceeds from the event will go to more than 24 charities. About 17,000 people registered for the marathons.